And run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Rams nothing. Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
32.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good. LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. Take me up. Here we go.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals 28.
Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to give the football back at their own 17. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Lady! Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Middle. Check 99.
Here's Stafford. Open man right side is cut complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Blue down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Michelle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Good lesson. Never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there, man.
Burrow on play action. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Burrow. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Ball
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Play action. Stafford. Being chased out left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford eluding the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20.
Pass him it in.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Mixon with a first down and more. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great one's open.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's brought down.
Complete to Jamar Chase. It's a gain of 10.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Good pitch, 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
53, ready.
Again, it's Stafford. And it's caught.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Look with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man is Uzomah. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Rodgers on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Rams nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On first down at Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Play action. Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Rams nothing.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. You want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen, because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position,
man is caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50.
And the two-point conversion is no good.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him. And he records the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball...
Another one bites the dust. Chato. I'm undefeated on the stream. 20-1. Parlay Valley. What up, man? I'm good. He definitely on FanDuel. What's good here? Shock or something? Guess that's it. Wow. Beat you with another team with that. That's not fair.
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold moved whistles.
You're a home team. You're supposed to wear your team colors. I did not see you with a white jersey. Ooh. I'm just letting you know. In football, I didn't see you. Who says I was looking at your shit? Now I'm picking the Rams again. I can't no more. You gotta send out the invite. I didn't like. Let me edit my uniform. There's. I don't know who this team got. I don't give a fuck. I'm nice. I am the Madden.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Yo, this nigga. That's not green. That was dark green. That was dark green. This nigga's good.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so...
Alright, dude.
Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Bro, why don't you keep your jersey up? Like, you always...
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. Not something you expect to see from
Yo.
the opening.
Oh my gosh, son. I can't. Yo, I don't see it though. That's the thing. I don't see your jersey. Your jersey not up. Your shit just say ready. Your shit say ready. You have no jersey. Like I don't see your jersey. That's the problem. Thank you. That's the problem. I don't see your jersey. I'm like, damn. I guess I gotta pick Stafford on here again. Like the odds is telling me I'm gonna lose with these niggas. They say, don't you see it? Like, what the fuck? Do you see my jersey? That's fire. Yeah, that shit gonna throw me up. Hey, yo. Laugh of the night. You that type of nigga? Don't lose to these niggas, because it's gonna be that's worse. That's lucky I ain't picked the Jets. If you lose to these niggas, I'm picking the Jets. I'm trying to see how nice I am. Is it me? You gonna press that button or you ducking?
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
At the 46-yard line.
Second and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
I'm still here.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. A shotgun snap. Fields flushed out right. Room here to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to get this one away. Set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They're looking deep for Adams. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully.
Early GGs.
Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film? Did you try something from the 15 or the P18? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Better not lose to these niggas, man. We'll talk to the
Packer
chat.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
2nd and 16.
Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try the end around with Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Off play action. Fields
sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
First and goal.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
The score, Bears 13, Packers 7. Mason Crosby, kickoff
after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st down, Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
From the 27, Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Crosby puts it through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A final shot before the break. Fields
forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the 2nd half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Grant sets to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields rolling to his left. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Here's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
What the fuck?
So we hear coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the run.
That's complete to Mooney.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. And he will slide down with a good gain. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
They snap it to Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get away before he's taken down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback turns running to his right. I know he's right-handed. Is that that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle.
7 yards to pick up there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On the sneak, Rogers. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. And Rogers keeping it himself from the yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Working from behind, and remember, this offense has started yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, this is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, Montgomery is unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back to throw. They're rolling out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by Bird here. 7th play of the drive coming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here and gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score. Although, a bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they hatch.
They better come back and watch this because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this will play out.
Santos with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages.
Hopefully we smoke out together after this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw. They'll find the throw complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. The cat out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 14-year trusty being able to knock it through. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be out right at the 35. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with a big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in and you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so the receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
94 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Protecting your own team. Able to do that here on this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?
Eugene.
Not letting you break your serve. That